Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Marianne. For those who do not know me, if you're new to my channel, you're welcome. For returning subscribers, thank you for sticking by and for helping me grow this very little channel of mine. I am thankful for the growth. I see the growth so far, and I am happy that I'm able to reach lives, and help people. Now, this is the part 2 of the video that I posted earlier, and it is just centered on how I was able to get into nursing as an international student. I posted a video earlier, like I said, in part 1. If you haven't watched part 1, please skip this video and go back to part 1. But if you feel like you're going to still pull through, then this is for you. You can just continue from part 2. For those who are really willing to gain information, you have to really put in time and effort to listen, because that was what I did. If I didn't do all of that, I probably wouldn't be here today. Nobody really has time to continue to answer lots and lots of questions, especially when you know that you have covered those questions in your video. Hence the reason why I decided to cut this video into 3 parts, to just make it easier. You could just watch this, not get bored, then watch the second part later, download it and watch it the third part, just to gather all the information that you need. And you could also want to jot it down, because at the end of every video, I kind of make like a summary of everything that I have discussed in the video, so you know the points to pick. So this part, the first part, I already talked about the prerequisite, how I got the undergraduate no degree program admission and the requirements that you would need. So this second part now is I have finally applied and I got the undergraduate no degree program admission. The whole plan was to do this whole course, the prerequisite courses, online, because we thought I couldn't travel with the courses, right? So the plan was do it online, and then my admission letter comes out. That's the undergraduate no degree program admission letter, and it states there that, hi, congratulations, you have been admitted into the undergraduate no degree program with this dash courses for your prerequisite courses into the accelerated nursing program, right? And then I was also told that I can use this for my travel purposes, and I'm like, wow, really? So I can use this for my travel purposes. But what happened? I really couldn't travel, because that was not the plan, right? We just couldn't wake up and start planning to come to Canada, because I have kids, I have lots of things. We just were not ready. So when we saw that it was an in-person course, I started sending them messages. Hey, I would like to do these courses online. And that was how they replied, and I got to get registered into the College of Extended Learning, CEL, which is where I carried out my prerequisite courses. Now, for someone who is probably single, or for someone who is already aware now that I have shared the information, I think it is very important for you to already make up your mind, because as soon as you get the admission, you can actually travel down to Canada with your undergraduate no degree program admission letter, right? Because you could also do the course in person. But I didn't do it in person, so I decided to do it online, which was not an easy battle, but that one is another story for another day. So when I got registered into the College of Extended Learning, I started my prerequisite courses. Luckily for me, I had a business that I run, so it was my own business. I was self-employed, so it gave me time to read. But for someone who does a 9 to 5, I also want to encourage you that it is doable. If you don't want to come down here in person, you can actually still do those courses online. Remember, it wasn't easy. I had kids, I had everything, and I still passed those courses. The least you have to have is 65 in all courses to pass, and I did actually not badly. But I think I remember something now that I did not mention in the last video, that the part 1, which is your GPA. Please go through the website of the school. This is just the general information. I cannot give you every information that you need. Go through the website of the school. You're going to find out everything related to this course. Take the information that you need from it. Add this one that I'm sharing with you, because I just realized I didn't talk about the GPA. Now, I always encourage people to do WES. I did WES not because I was doing express entry, but I did WES. Why? Because of school. So I did WES education, not WES immigration. They evaluate your results. They help you convert your transcript from Nigerian standard into Canadian standard. And it's always advisable for you to have your transcript in WES. Why? Because once you have your transcript in WES, with $10, WES sends your transcript to any school in America and Canada. Imagine having to, with $10, imagine having to go through a school like my school, where that takes about 1 month or more for your transcript to leave the school and get to where it's meant to be. But with WES, and I think right now it's even electronic, within 1 day the school that you are intending to send your transcript to receives it. That is the reason why I encourage people to use WES. Another reason is WES helps you to evaluate your results. So when you do WES education, if you had like a 3.8, like in my case in your first degree, WES does their calculation and sets your degree, university degree, to Canada standard. So my 3.8 reduced to 3.4. Why? Because Canada standard is 4.7, while Nigeria is 5.0, right? GPA. To get your WES ready so you know your GPA. So once your GPA is above 3.0, it's 3.0 Canadian standard, meaning that you should get above 3.0 with whatever country's transcript you have. As long as it's 5.0, you should get above 3.0, because obviously by the time they do their evaluation, it comes down. Just make sure you have your transcript ready. Whether you want to do WES or not, it's fine as long as you're able to have your transcript. So I registered into College of Extended Learning and I started my online program. I finished my 6 prerequisite courses and I passed. Now, how many prerequisite courses do you need? You don't do 5 prerequisite courses and then 1 English course. I actually did an English course. It's not IELTS, it's just an English course. They have an instructor that teach you English, you reply and all of that. And that was how I was able to finish. And now there's also an examination that you have to do. Is a situational judgment test. CASPA is called CASPA. For every student going into nursing, any student going into medicine, you have to do a CASPA test, right? So that CASPA test is just like an interview test. Hey, what will you do? You know, they have the written part and they have the like video. You set your camera and you reply. So they watch you reply, they listen to what you will say. They also have a space where you type. I feel like why they do typing and video is because I'm really bad at typing, really bad. Like my typing skills really slow. So imagine answering questions in under Durex, 3 questions in 5 minutes, and you like have to type paragraphs. So imagine people who all their life have been doing it's not gonna be the same. So they always give an opportunity for those who are not able to really type fast video, just so that they don't fail you for something they know is because of one reason, which could be your inability to type fast that made you not to like give answers to those questions. So the CASPA is, you don't really fail because it's a situational test. So they just want to know your personality basically. So the most important one you really need to focus on is, CASPA is important, but your prerequisite, if you fail your prerequisite, it's difficult for you to get get the admission. So try as much as you can to focus on your prerequisites, okay? And then you do your CASPA test. All these things are straightforward. The school is going to tell you have to register for CASPA. If you click on the link, it takes you there, you register for CASPA and you make payment. Please, all through this process, just try as much as you can. And for those Nigerians watching from Nigeria, there is no longer Form A. I don't know about now. So try as much as you can to have a domiciliary account so that you can use your card to make payments. So you avoid all those stories that touch. Just try and get a domiciliary account. Use your card to pay. It actually helps. So after CASPA, I did my prerequisites, I did CASPA. I now applied for admission into the nursing program this time around, right? Admission into the nursing program properly. Even if you start at this time to make inquiries and they tell you, oh, the portal is not open, always watch out because the crowd is a lot. Always watch out. As soon if they tell you October, every night before you go to sleep, check the portal. Every night, if they tell you October 12th, it's actually going to open October 12th, and they will always tell you the date. So that day, set a reminder on your phone and apply. And another good thing about all these prerequisite courses, you don't have to do them in University of New Brunswick. Any university that offer those courses, if you're privileged to find any university in your country that is able to offer those courses, fine, as long as the curriculum equate the one from the University of New Brunswick. They don't mind. Like I have a colleague, a friend who will be coming in soon. She didn't do all these prerequisite courses. Why? Because she studied within 5 years of graduation, and she was an eye doctor, an optometrist, so she did not have to do that because she had done physiology, she had done clinical microbiology, she had done pathophysiology, she has done anatomy and statistics. So she showed them everything, and they said yes, this is like, it covers all the curriculum that we are going to do, so there's no point. And she also graduated within 5 years. So if you fall into this category, you just left school within 5 years and you did an anatomy course, you did pathophysiology, not just a pinch, because you're going to do the whole anatomy, like from chapter 1 of a textbook to that. Let me not scare you, it wasn't really bad. It wasn't really bad. You have about 4 different exams, 3 different exams, to write. So it helps you kind of to have a better grade. Like I didn't study for like 10 years and I got above 80 in my anatomy. I got 82. So that's how it is. I know everybody's brain is different, but you can try. Don't fear. Try as much as you can and push. There must be a pushing force, and one of the pushing force is the money that you paid for those courses. If you remember the money that you paid, you don't have a choice but to pass, my dear. So don't be afraid, you're going to pass, okay? So if you have done those courses and you graduated within 5 years, you do not need to do these prerequisite courses. This is a very important information. So what have we discussed in this part? Because I would like to also cut it in this part. This is part 2. I talked about how I was able to finish up my prerequisite, right? And I also talked about how I also did the CASPA test, which is also a requirement for admission. I also talked about now filling up my admission into nursing proper, right? Into getting into the accelerated nursing program, which is for 2 years. And then I also talked about the names of the courses that you're going to do: pathophysiology, physiology, anatomy and physiology, clinical microbiology, and statistics, right? So these courses, if you did a course like maybe medicine, or you did eye doctor, or you did any course in school that you have done this in full, like in details, and you graduated within 5 years, you do not need to do these prerequisite courses to get admission into this nursing program. If you have the resources and you're willing to change career and you are willing to be bold enough to face your fears, then this channel and this discussion is for you. I'll see you guys in part 3. Thank you so much for sticking by up to this moment, and hopefully part 3 will be the end. Please do not get tired of watching, and share this video with your family and friends. Thank you for keeping me and growing my small channel. See you guys. Bye.